Hello friends, welcome to the Basic Kud English YouTube channel. If you want to listen to our videos in Hindi language, you can visit our another channel called Basic Kud Hindi YouTube channel. The link is in the description. There you get the same topic, same videos in Hindi language. Okay. In the previous video, we have learned about the array within a class. How to declare or how to define the array within the class or the function and how to access it, and we have also seen the output of that program also. So in this video we will learn about the static data members. Okay, static data members. So what is the static data members? We will learn, and we will see the one example also, and we will see the output also. So without any wasting the time, let's begin. So data members, we know that integer variables are the data members. Static is the prefix keyword. Okay, so first we will learn some basic topics. So after that we will see the program. Okay, so how to declare the static data member, how to declare the static data variable. Okay, so normally we will declare the, for example, int a. So variable name is a of integer type. Okay, this this is the normal declaration. So before the data type we will put the static keyword. Okay, static prefix keyword. Okay, that we will put, then it becomes the declaration of the static data members. Simple. Okay, instead of a you can put anything. Okay, that it will become the declaration of the static data member. Okay, and one thing you should remember that whenever we will create the object. Okay, one second. Okay, if we declare the static data member in the program, okay, when we create the first object, then the value of that variable it will be 0. Okay, for example, see here, we have declared here count. So when we create the object here a for a b c or something whatever, then that count value will be 0. Okay, you must have to remember this. So here a value will be 0 when the first object or the multiple objects has been declared. Okay, so next, here in this static data members, the value will be retained. How value will be retained, we will see here. So function 1 is the function name. So in that a equal to 1, we have initialized the 1 in a. So in the value of a is 1. So our outside of the function we have written here a plus 1 equal to 2. Okay, means we are adding a value, we are adding 1 to the a value, then the result answer is 2. See here, retaining means taking the previous value and adding. What is the previous value here? A equal to 1. So we will take the previous value and we will add 1 plus 1 equal to 2. This is called the retaining value. We will retain the value here. Okay, I hope you have got this. A equal to 1, we have initialized the a value as 1, so we are retaining the value a plus 1 equal to 2. So retaining means taking the previous value and adding. Okay, so what is the previous value? A equal to 1, so we have taken as 1 plus 1 equal to 2. It is the simple process. Okay, so here suppose this is the class name, sample. Here I have declared the a variable. This is the static data member because I have written here static prefix keyword in front of the data type, so it become the static data member declaration. So I have created here one object and have for one object the value of a is 0. You must have to remember this. If I created multiple objects, for example x1, s2 and s3, then this for all the objects for a value is 0. Okay, you must have to remember this. Means for all objects one static variable is there. Okay, so it can be shared throughout the class. So for all objects the same value of the variable. Okay, I hope you have got this. So let's see the program, so you will get the idea. So I have written here a program. So let's see. So class, as you know this, it's a prefix keyword. Sample is the class name. So I have not written here private access specifier, so by default this count variable will go in the private section. So I have declared here count integer variable. So int count, this is the what it is, integer variable declaration. So in front of this data type I have written here static keyword. So what it becomes, this count, it becomes the static variable. So integer variables are also called as data members, as you know this. So it became the static data member, declaration of the static data member. Okay, so in the public access specifier we have declared two functions. First one is show function, another is show count functions, and both the functional return type is void. Void means no return type, no data type, means no return type. Okay, so close braces and semicolon, it represents the end of the class. So we will define the function show and show count through scope precision operator. First one, first function is show. First function we will define the show. So we will define the show outside the class through scope precision operator. So what is the syntax of the scope precision operator? Return type, class name, scope precision operator, and function name. Okay, so first we are defining the show function outside the class through scope precision operator. So what is the return type of the show function? Integer. Sorry, okay, one second. Okay, see here, okay, see here friends, first yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell that if you declare the static data member, if you have to define also it, you can define here or wherever you can define, but you have to define outside the class before the void main. Okay, so how you will define? Same as it is this correlation operator. So return type of the count variable is integer. Okay, class name is sample. Sorry, class name is okay, class name is sample, scope precision operator. What is count? Count is the static data member. After that you have to put a semicolon. No function, this no parenthesis you have to put here, because it is not a function, it is a variable. So after that count, after that you have to put the semicolon. So how to define the static data member? Same as through scope precision operator syntax only. Return type of the count is integer here, so I have written integer. Class name is sample, scope precision operator, and count is the data member, static data member, that I have put it here. After that semicolon. So it is the defining of the static data member. Okay, so normal variable we don't have to define, but the static data member we have to define. So we have completed it. So we will define the function name, function. Okay, that also through scope precision operator. First we will define the show function. So show function return type is void, class name is sample, scope precision operator, function name is show. As I told many times that while in the declaration of the function only we have to put the semicolon, while in the defining we don't have to put the semicolon. You must have to remember this, because many students will get the error at writing the program. Okay, so in this function we had written here something statement called hello. So say out hello. So hello will be printed, and count plus plus means count will be incremented. So whenever we call this object through void main, through object and dot operator, we are calling this function show function. So the hello will be printed, so the count value also will be increased. Okay, how many times we will call this show, that time many times the hello will be printed and the count value will be also be increased. Okay, here the count value is increased, only increased. Okay, not count value printed, but here hello word will be printed, because we have written here cout. Cout means what? To print we will use that. So hello will be printed, hello as it is. Cout count incrementation, count increment will come. So count value, what is the value of this count now? 0 because we have declared here objects, so obviously the count value is 0 now. So the count value will be increased when we call the function in through void main. So the count value will be increased and the hello word will be printed. Okay, the first function definition has been over. Now we will go to the second function defining. So show count is the function, so we will define this also through scope precision operator. So return type of the function is void, class name is sample, scope precision operator, function name is show count. So here we are printing what we are printing. So simple statement we are printed here in the double quotes, cout. Sorry, something I have written here wrong. I have to write here as count. I have written here so a little bit wrong. I have to write here count equal to. So how many times the count has been incremented, that many times the count value it is printing here. See here what I have written here, cout means printing. As you know this, the hello will be printed when we access this function. Okay, the count value will be incremented. Okay, the count value will be incremented, not to print, the only the hello value will be printed because of the cout. So we have not written here cout for this count, so only the count value will be incremented, that count value will be printed here because in front of this count we have written here cout. Cout means print na. Okay, that's why. Okay, I hope you have got this. Now we will see the void main. So void main we have created three objects A, B and C. So it is the declaration of the object, class name and objects. Okay, so a dot show through object A and dot operator we are accessing the we are calling the show function. Okay, this function we are calling. So whatever this whatever we had done here, that will be performed. I will explain this more clearly. So similarly b dot show, so through object B and dot operator we are accessing the show function. So similarly c dot show with through object C and show we are accessing the show function. So let's see clearly about this. First I will rub this, so I will explain more clearly to you. Okay, so I hope till here you have got this. This also I will rub. Okay, okay, I hope till here you have got this show count. So let's see the from void main. So as we know that the execution starts from the void main only. Sample, we have created the three objects, so called A, B and C. Through object A and dot operator we are accessing the show function. So in the show function what we have written here, from here to here it is. Okay, so A dot show, after this calling what will be printed? So see here, A through object A and dot operator we are accessing the show function. So this function will be accessed. Okay, so what we have printed here, hello. So what we have written this, that this will be performed. So what we have written here, cout hello, this hello will be printed. Okay, and here the count value will be incremented. What is the count value here? As I have told, when we will create the object, then the static integer variable will be automatically 0, initialized will be 0. Okay, so no matter if we create multiple objects, then also the value will be integer, static data member value will be 0. Okay, for all the objects the data member value will be same, that is 0. Okay, so after accessing the A object and dot operator we are accessing the show function, so the hello will be printed here and the count has been incremented. The count value is 0 now. The count value has been incremented. Okay, incremented means increment by 1. This plus plus means incremented by 1. Okay, plus 1 means, okay, this means plus plus means plus 1. So whatever the value is there, so that we'll put here. After that we will put plus sign and increment by 1. Okay, increment by 1, so it becomes the plus 1. Okay, I hope you have got this. Now the count value is 1. Still we have not printed this one, but the count value is 1. But the hello value will be printed, because cout means what? Printing. So the hello value will be printed, but the count value will not be printed, but the count value is 0. Okay, so next, through object b and show function. Okay, through object b and dot operator we are accessing or calling the show function. So this again, this function has been called. So what we have written here? Hello. So again the hello will be returned. Okay, hello will be written here. Hello will be written. So count will be incremented. So after count plus plus means increment by 1. Okay, as I told, the value is 1 here, so as it is, the value is 1 here, the value will be put it as it is. So increment by 1. 0 plus 1 how much? Equal to 2. So the count value is 2. As I told, the count value we have not printed here, because we are printing in this function, so we are only accessing now still show function only. So the count value will not print here still, so we are printing only hello. Okay, but the count value is now 2, not 0. So you can see here the count value is not 0, not 1, no, because 2. So because we have accessed the a dot show, because we have accessed the b dot show, that's why the hello value will be printed and the count value will be incremented. So you have got this. So next, c dot show, object c and dot operator we are accessing the show. So again here in this this function will be accessed in this function. So what is we have written here? Hello. So again it will be written as hello. This will be output here as it will. Okay, hello will be here, will be printed. So count plus plus means count has been incremented by 1. Okay, so what is the value here? 2 here. So incremented, count plus plus means incremented by 1. Incremented by 1. 2 plus 1 equal to 3. Okay, I hope you have got this. Now the count value is 3. You have to must remember this. So the 3 objects are there. Through 3 objects we are calling this to the show functions. So there 3 times the hello will be printed and the count value is now 3. Okay, I hope you have got this now. Okay, now after that I had after that I have printed here a dot show count. Through object a I have called the show function. Okay, through object a we have called the show count function. So what is the show count function? It will access here. So it will print as it is this statement. As I have told, it is not cout, it is c count. It is this. Okay, count it is this. So I have printed count. So what is the count here? It is 3. It will print 3. Okay, I have got this. So the hello will be printed 3 times and it will print it as 3. Okay, I have got this. So the, objects will be through objects and dot operator we are accessing this function. So see here, I will explain one more time. Through object a and we are on dot operator we are accessing the show function. So in the show function what we have written, hello and count incremented. The hello will be printed as it is, the count will be incremented by 1. So what is the count value first here? So it is the value will be 0 when the first object has been declared. If we declared only a object also, then the value of the count value will be 0. If we declared 3 objects, then the count value will be 0. I hope you have got this, because we have put the static keyword in front of the data type. So count value will be 0. So when we access the through object a and show operator, the hello will be printed once and the count will be incremented by 1. So the value will be 1. So again on through next object, that is b dot show, through object b and dot operator we are accessing the show function. So again the hello will be printed. So the again the count value will be incremented by 1. So previous the count value is 1, so again it will incremented by 1, so the count value is now 2. Okay. So again so from the third object we are accessing the show function. So in this show function, the again hello will be printed, the count will be incremented by 1. So the previous count value is 2 and it will be incremented by 1, so the count value is 3. So here only hello will be printed and the count value is 3. Still count value has been not printed. So through object a and dot operator we are accessing the show count function here. So in here the small statement will be printed, that is count equal to, and the whatever the count value is there, that is 3, that will be printed. Okay. Now see here friends, if I write this after this a dot show count, if I write here b dot show count, then what is the answer? If I write after that b dot show count, then what is the answer? You can, so the answer is same 3 only, because see here till here you know this, the value is 3, 3 times the hello will be printed and the count value is 3. After accessing this function only, the count is 3. Okay, till here you know this, 3 times the hello will be printed and the count value is 3. Okay, after accessing this function only we are getting the value as 3. Okay, till here the 3 times the hello will be printed. Okay, so a dot show count, so through object a we are show count function has been accessing, so the count is 3, because 3 times the hello will be printed, the count is 3. So this object has been over. So again object b dot show count, so object b dot show count means what will be there? So the count value is 3 only, so again the value will be 3 only. So like that only, if I write this c dot show count, the count value is 3 only still, so as it is, if I write that also, that then also the c value will be 3 only. Okay, I hope you have got this. Let's see the static data members and its characteristics. Okay, static data members, static data variables are created by prefix keyword to the members data. Okay, static variables are created by the prefix static keyword to the members data. Okay, so so it is the static prefix keyword in front of the static data member. We are created this, we are declared this. So it is the static variables are created the it is the static variable, and then it is the prefix static keyword, as I have told this, in front of that data members or members data we have declared it. Okay, and it has the special characteristics. Let's see this. It is initialized to 0 when the first object of its class has been created. As I have told this, when the first object a has been created, the count value will be 0. If we have created multiple objects a b c d e f g h I j k, no matter how many times, the count value will be 0. When the first object has been created, then the static data member value will be, count value will be 0. Okay, next point. The first point has been over. Second point, only one copy of that member is being created for the entire class and it is shared by all the object of that class. What does this means? So see here, only one copy of that member is created. Okay, only one copy of that member is being created. So only data member has been, only one copy has been created. So while in the defining, as we know this. So next, for the entire class, it is shared by all the objects of the class. For the entire class, throughout the class, so for all objects the value will be same. See here, count value is 3, so no matter if many objects are there. So for a dot show count, if we access here this function, the value is same. So b dot show count, if we access, the value is same. So c dot show count, if we access, the value is also same. So for all the objects, for the entire class, it is shared by all the objects of the class. So for all the objects, we are getting the same value. Okay, it is visible within the class. Why it is visible within the class? We are declared the function, static function, static data members in the private section. That's why it is visible only within the class. Okay, so next point is it is the lifetime entire program. What is this lifetime? Means lifetime means it can access throughout the program. So that's why I only written here entire program. Entire means throughout the program. So it is the lifetime entire program. 4 point has been over. Let's see this in the turbo C. We will write the program and I will explain one more time shortly, and we will see the output also. So friends, I have written here the program. So let's begin. I will explain this last time shortly, and we will see the output also. So see here, hash include iostream.h, and you know that iostream.h is used for cout and scene, and conio.h is for get ch and clear screen. Hash include is the precursor directive, and class is the prefix keyword. Sample is the class name. And I have not written here private access specifier. So by default the count value is stored in, count value will go in private section in the so I have written here in front of the data type static key, prefix keyword. So the count variable is now static data member. Okay, in the public access specifier I have declared two functions. One is show and another is show count. So show return type is void, and also show count return type is void. So I have closed the class, and through close braces and semicolon it represents the end of the class. So first we will define the function, that is show, through scope return operator. Return type of the function is void, and class name, that is sample, scope return operator, function name is show. In that we have printed here the hello count increment. See here, many times some people will be confused. C out means it will print C. It here now we have not written here C out, C count. So one letter is extra here. So while writing, some people will confuse. So don't make it happen. Okay, count increment. Okay, next function which we will define, that is show count through scope return operator. Function return type is void, class name is sample, scope return operator, function name is show count. So we will print the increment. So we will print the count. So whatever the how many times the count value has been incremented, that count we will print here. So here count is what a count is, it is the statement, and here count is the count what how much the count value is there, that it will print here. Slash n means in the next line it will be printed. Okay, here I have defined the data member of the static. Here also you can define, or else here also you can define, or in middle of the after the function also you can define, no matter. Okay, so how we will define the static data member? Through scope return operator only. Okay, so return type of the count variable, that is int, you have written here class name, scope return operator, and what is the variable? Count. After that semicolon. Okay, so next comes the void main. As we know that execution starts from the void main. Clear screen is to print is to remove the previous output, and we have created the three objects, sample A, B, C. Sorry, A, B, C are the objects, and in front of that sample here we have written here. After that if we put the end at the end semicolon, then it becomes the declaration of the objects. So through object A and dot operator we are calling the show function. Similarly B and C are also we are calling the show function. In the what here in this show function we are doing, see here, through object A and dot operator we are calling the show function. In the show function the hello will be printed, and the hello count value incremented. As I told, when we created the first object A, the count value will be 0. No matter if we created multiple objects, then also the count value will be 0. The count is shared through all the objects. Okay, so A dot show, so means we are object and dot operator we are accessing the show function. The hello will be printed, the count value is incremented by 1. Okay, count plus plus means Plus plus means incremented by 1. So count value is 0, so incremented by 1. So only hello will be printed and the count value will be incremented. So we have still not, we have not printed it. So here, cout means the hello will be printed. See, we have not written here cout in front of count. Here we have written when we will access this function, the count will be printed. But we have not written here cout. So only the count value will be not printed. Only the hello word will be printed. So a dot show means the hello will be printed. So the count will be incremented by 1. So the count value is 1. So again the p value b dot show. So again the hello will be printed, means the hello will is printed 2 times, the and count incremented by 1. So previous value count is 1. So now 1 plus previous one, total 2. Now the count value is 2. So c dot show. What is c dot show? Object and dot operator we are accessing the show function. So again the hello will be printed. Now the hello is printed totally 3 times. After that count incremented. And so it will incremented by 1. So the count value previous value is 2. 2 plus 1. So now the count value is 3. So after that I have written here a dot show count. So through object a and dot operator we are accessing the show count function. So the count is, the statement will be printed. The count whatever how many count is there, 3 counts are there, so 3 times the hello will be printed, and the count what the count is there, that count will be printed. Okay, let's see the output. First we will compile. Okay, see here 3 times the hello will be printed and the count is 3. Say some what I will make the changes here. I will write b dot show count. Let for to show and for your more knowledge. Again c dot show count. Okay, see here for object a dot show count means the value 3 will be printed, because 3 times the hello will be incremented, and 3 times we are calling the function, so 3 times the hello will be printed, and the 3 times the count will be incremented. So the value of count is 3. So through object a and dot operator, we are, if we access show counts, the value a will be so the count value will be 3. So similarly b dot show count means through object b and show count, if you access this function, then also the count value is 3. Okay, the count value has been not changed. Only if we access the show function, then only the count value will be incremented. If we access the show count, the count value is printed. So no matter which object we are accessing the show count, the count value will be not changed. So similarly c dot show count also, the value count is same. Let's see. Directly we will run. So 3 times. So for a dot show count is hello, for b dot show count is 3, and so similarly c dot show count is 3. 3 times the hello will be printed, and 3 times the hello count will be printed. Okay, so if you I will tell one more thing. So if as you know this, when the first object has been created, the count value is 0. So if you want to start from the count value from 10, okay, for example, as you know this, for when the first object is created or declared, the count value is 0. Okay, or if we created multiple objects, then also the count value is 0. So if you want to start this from 10, then how we will do this? Okay, for that, while in the defining, you have to put some value. For example, 10 I will put. Okay, so now what will be happen? So let me explain for you. Again, from here, as you know that execution starts from the main, so I'll explain from the main also. Now the object I have put it here count as 10. Okay, now the count value is 10 when the objects are created. You have to remember this. The count value is 10 when the objects are created. If I don't put the any value here, now when objects are created, the count value is 0. Okay, now the count value is 10 because I have initialized the value 10 in the count variable, static data member. Okay, so a dot show, through object and dot operator we are accessing the show function. The hello will be printed, the count will be incremented. What is the count value here? 10. It will increment by 1, so the count value is 11. Only the hello will be printed, the count value is 11. So similarly, b dot show count, means we are accessing this function. So again the hello will be printed, the 2 times hello is printed now, and the count value will be incremented by 1. So the count value is 11 now, so increment by 1 means 12. Okay, now the count value is 12. So again c dot show, we are accessing the c function through object c and dot operator. So again the hello will be printed, so the hello is 3 times will be printed. Now the count value is 2. Now it will incremented by 1. So sorry, the count value is 12 and it will incremented by 1, so count value is 30. So now count value is 13 here. So in this function, if you access here a dot show count, the count value is 13, it will print b dot show count. So again the count value is 13, c dot show count, the again count value is 13, it will print like this. So let's compile and see the output. Okay, 0 errors. See here, the 3 times the hello will be printed and the count value is 13, 13 and 30. How many times you take the objects, that many times the statement will be printed and count value will be incremented. If you don't want the statement, if you want only the count value, then also you remove this, only the count value will be incremented. You can also do like this. See here, so you can see here only the count value will be incremented, no statements has been printed. Like this also you can do this. Okay, I hope you have got this now. In this video we have learned about the what is static data members definition, also we have seen here, and we have seen also some characteristics, and we have seen the perfect example of the static data members, as you have learned clearly and fully. Still you have doubts, any doubts, you can, the comment section is open for you all only, so please comment, I will definitely reply. So in the next coming video we will learn about the static member functions. What is static member functions? See here, what is static data member means, in front of this data member we will put the static prefix keyword. So like that only, static member function means in front of this function we will put the static prefix keyword. Then what will be the result and how to access the function we will see in the next video. So programming is very interesting. Okay, as you can see here. So if you have not still subscribed our channel, so please subscribe and press the bell icon. If you have any doubts, the comment section is open for you. And if you want to watch our videos in Hindi language, the link is in the description. Our another channel called BCA KUD Hindi channel is there. There you get the same videos in Hindi topic. If you want to learn in Hindi, so you can visit there. Okay, please subscribe to that channel also. So in this video, stay only this much. See you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.